It's a rematch from the 2019 playoffs, where we saw the San Francisco defense dominate Minnesota. Can the Vikings offense strike gold against the 49ers D? Find out next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Burrow on play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring down those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a mistake there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Going the other way.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 63 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Play action. It's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to... On third down, Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, it's Burrow. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Burrow will throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw is Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow hitting Samuel on the slant. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They hand it off to Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. A touchdown run there for Sony Michel. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Teddy Bridgewater with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500.
With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, able to avoid. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Here's Ayuk on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now. Burrow on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Burrow. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker. Just a little
helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
Put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. Cousins from the gun on third. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Powering his way forward. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Back now here in Santa Clara. And that is going to do it.
for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
But it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And now the pressure gets down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow.
Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here we go with Burrow. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal him.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
With another return now, here's Westbrook.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 12. 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Cousins on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Cousins now. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Hello.